Hey guys, how you guys doing? Today we are going to do another deck tech, and we have a very creative deck today that we are going to be talking about. The deck is, I don't even know what you call it. Greedy Shaman. Or I'm sorry, Greedy Druid. I guess I would call it Greedy Druid. I don't know. This is a good deck though. This is a very good deck if you're challenging a lot of Shamans, a lot of people playing Shudderwalk, a lot of people playing Mage, a lot of people playing Priest. And if there are a lot of people playing Control Lock, this is the kind of list you want to run. Because basically it's just bigger than removal outside of, what do you call the 8 mana Warlock spell? But yeah, and this deck beats other Druid decks. Like I said, it's pretty good against Mage, very good against Priest, very good against Shaman, pretty good against Warlock. I would not want to fight Paladins, Rogues. Those are definitely not on my list of things to fight. So this deck is interesting. So I know you've seen Taunt Druid, you've seen Spiteful Druid, you've seen Token Druid, all those decks. You can look at my deck list, my deck text to find videos on most of those decks. But this one's a little different. So this is a greedy list. As you can see, it has Ramp, we got Wild Growth, we have Greedy Sprite, and we have Bright Eye Scout to kind of get a discount on a lot of the cards that cost 5 or more. And if you see, we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So a good portion of the deck that costs more than 5. So Bright Eyed Scout is typically going to get you a lot of value. And the idea is basically to pull out Master Oakheart, which will pull out Dragon Hatcher. And it'll also pull out our one Drukhari Enchanter, which is really important. And you see Drukhari Enchanter, I know that you've never seen this card before. Your end of turn effects trigger twice. So when you pull out Dragon Hatcher, at the end of the turn, you don't recruit one dragon, you recruit 2 dragons. If you have a Ysera in play, you don't get 1 Dream card, you get 2 Dream cards. If you have a Lich King in play, you don't get 1 Death Knight card, you get 2 Death Knight cards. That is pretty wild. And I would say that is wild enough to be worth it in very slow matchups. But the deck is slow. It's very slow. So against aggressive decks, it's going to be difficult. And even against slow decks, if you don't, if your hand is just trashy, you just might not be able to impact the board enough. But usually you are. And it also has cool cards. Twig of the World Tree. That's a card that rarely sees play, but is decently powerful if used correctly. But let's just see for yourself. Let's try the deck out, okay? Rogue. So like I said, this is one of the worst matchups for the deck. But we got to just deal with what we got to do what we got to do. Mulligans, you want Wild Growth, Greedy Sprite, Nourish. Those are the cards you want to keep. I would not keep Wrath, and I actually would not keep Lesser Spellstone, especially in this matchup. I'm not really scared about. I'm scared of one card, and that's freaking Henge Clan Thug. Okay, and that's assuming he's playing Odd Rogue. So we're gonna just mulligan for something that fits our game plan better. So so it's not Odd Rogue. So there's a chance that he might not even be running Henge Clan Thug, where on turn 3 it's important play. But I don't know, that card is so good. I don't see a reason why a rogue would never start off with Weapon 2 and then Thug on 3. There is just too much tempo there to not want to do that. So that is just too good of a turn 2, turn 3. Okay, so he coins something. Sure. Okay, we got a Nourish, so that's good. This card is deceptively good, the Greedy Sprite. Sure. Can't be the target of hero powers or effects, so we're just going to kill it. Okay. Oh, or not. Or not. Let's ramp up. Take some damage here, but we got branching paths, which will buy us a turn or two, maybe. Wind Fury just hurts. Yeah, you hate to see that. Oh, we're going to see if he can answer it here. If he has a sap, if he doesn't have the coin, so I don't think he can Vile Spine this. Like, yeah, I'm playing against the probability that he'll have another backstab or a way to activate the Vile Spine. So sure, great. We're gonna take a hefty piece of damage here, guys. We're gonna be close to dead, but or not. That's an interesting play. That, to me, that is a mistake on his part. So we'll swipe that. It was buffs, I guess. And we get a 5-mana Lich King. That's cool. He kind of slowed it down for us. That's pretty... Wow. We gotta worry about some cards. Gadget and Auctioneer could be crazy. Nice, copied it. Never want these guys to copy 2 of these, man. We'll get ourselves another card. Let's draw another card. We need more cards. We need to see more of the deck. We'll kill that off. We don't want him to bounce back another second copy of Keleseth, right? He already has 1 copy, so. It's nice. All right. Oh, look at, this is good. Look how much resources. That's damage. Cold Blood. Those resources. Those are damage resources. So he's really spending a lot here. This makes me feel good a little bit. Let's get a little greedy. Let's see what kind of dragon we can pull here. Sleepy Dragon, 412? That's good. That feels pretty nice right there. Remember, we still got a Drake. We got another Sleepy Dragon. We got Ysera. We have very good dragon targets here. Like, there's definitely a case to be made for playing Drakari Elemental that turn. Maybe try to have gotten more out of that. That's what we're going to do here, actually. Take some damage. Remember, he doesn't have Eviscerate because he's playing Keleseth. And look at that value. Double Dreams! Oh no, I guess we don't get it. I guess it comes out at the end. Oh, GG. Guess we don't get the Double Dream guy. He's got a Vile Spine something big here. Oh man, he's just giving us way too much value here. This is a tough spot for him to be in. I'm not gonna lie. I don't need to pull any more dragons, so. Two more dream cards to the hand. Like, that's feeling pretty good. And this is, I would say that this is a tough matchup. Tempo is very difficult. But he really had a couple bad turns. He used a lot of stuff to fight for board control. And that's obviously just not smart sometimes, so this could be a problem. Could be, but it won't be. Remember, we only have the Primordial Drake. That's the only thing left. Now, there's no point really in pulling the Oak Heart. It's not going to pull anything that is that good for us, so go with the slower play here. Put this out. We don't need to draw the extra card yet. Just to add a little damage. This is nice, man. We got 13 life. We got 2 big taunts on the board right now. It's going to be very difficult for him to clear. We got Ysera with that Ysera engine right now. This is a pretty wild deck, right? It's pretty crazy. I kind of want to fit a second Drakari Enchanter in here, but it's just really difficult. I don't know what I would take out. Twig of the World Tree, that might be a card to remove. Yeah, I don't know, though. And we're just not playing the Oak-Heart because, it'll give us a Sprite or a Scout, and that's all it'll really give us. 9 for that is not worth it that much, so kind of slow playing that. Let's check our damage. We got 8, 9, 12 damage, 13 damage, 14 damage. So we don't have lethal yet. I think our opponent quit. I might bounce the Blink Fox back to his hand. I mean, why not, right? Easy. Too much value. I guess he doesn't have Vile Spines. What is it? How are you going to let this thing... How are you going to let Ysera do that? Could he find lethal? Like, what could he play here? Both Cold Blood's gone. So, I don't know. Like, even Leroy, I don't know where he's going to find the burst. Like, even if he has 4-drop Spellbreaker, I don't think he's going to find the damage here. Probably quit. But you can see the deck's pretty cool. This is a pretty dope deck. And this is, I would say that our matchup, this was a tough matchup, but our opponent did play very poorly here. Maybe he just didn't know what he was facing. But we're going to try to get one more game with this, and hopefully we can get another win. This is definitely a fun deck, very different. You're playing very, very high-end curve. Drakari Enchanter is very important. And makes it kind of difficult to play, too. Like, you only have one of these in the decks, and you want to get value out of it. You want it to at least get you an extra Dream card with Ysera, an extra Lich King card with the Lich King, obviously, or get you another dragon with the Dragon Hatcher, right? So, can we get lethal here? Is there a way to find it? Can we find lethal? Yeah, I don't think we have it. Did 3 damage to that. Damage to everything. Okay, clear, 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 clear. GG. That's pretty cool, right? I think that's a pretty cool play. Let's try another. Let's just go right into it. Like I said, there are matchups that are difficult, namely Paladin. Hunter, I think, could be pretty challenging. Just depends. Druid. Let's see if our opponent is playing the same deck. I don't think he would. So, like I said, Greedy Sprite's important. Bright-Eyed Scout is okay. And I think because we have one of our early game cards, I'm going to go ahead and keep the Scout. Or, yeah, the Scout. Like Drakari Enchanter, you never want to draw this. Like, until you have the late game cards or the late game cards in play. So, you like, really, you want to pull that with Master O card. You never want to draw that. That's going to be the card that you never want to see. Very, very, very rarely. So, it's a good card, though. It's not bad. This is a combo card, so you don't want to pick that up to way later. Something you should know about combos in general is that combo cards are important to have before you go off, but you only want them when you go off. So typically you don't want them in the beginning phases of the game where you don't have mana to play the combo anyway. But as the game wears on, you obviously do want to reach deep to find those pieces. So that's why you don't keep combo pieces usually, unless it's a really quick combo. But all right, so this looks like Spiteful Druid. How do I feel about the matchup? I don't really know. I don't know. We're gonna do some math. Okay, we got the Scout. How many less than 5 cards do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of our 24. 50%. I don't feel like that's a great amount. So we're going to go ahead and just keep it in the hand for now. Maybe our opponent will go a little wider. Give us the opportunity to play. So this is... Oh, he threw out a Mind Control. See, if he was just slightly more patient, could have gotten better value out of that. But he was not. Now, if he has a second Mind Control tech in hand, then, well, I guess that would kind of suck. We want that Primordial Drake. Branching Paths actually might be okay here. Ooh. Swipe is actually even okay. Ugh. Ah. Okay, that's all right. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, that's not good. Take our time here. We're just buying time, man. Like here, a Spiteful Druid here, or a Spiteful Summoner here. It's kind of rough, but just gotta live with it. Good Lord. There's not much you can do in some situations, man. Might be able to turn it up a bit. It's gonna hit it. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But the problem is it's going to burn so much of our deck. Oh, there it is. There it is. He's going for it. Yeah, he was definitely swinging it all in. Please hit something on his side of the board. Please. This is good. Like, as crazy as this is, there's only 3 creatures on the board. We're only going to lose 3 cards. Oh, man, I'm all about it. Let's do it. Let's do it. That was. Do these guys have burst? Tell me they don't have burst. But look at us right now. That is. Yikes. Yikes. The freeze is something. We can get a little greedy here. Still got a lot of good stuff to draw. Still got Dragon Hatchers, man. Dragon Hatcher would be big. A huge draw. Master Orb card. It would be big. It would be a huge, huge draw. So this board, like, this is as greedy as I want to be. It's not that big of a deal. Let's do it. Let's bounce this shit back to the hand. Get 2 dragons out there. Give me a Primordial and a Sleepy Dragon and double Primordial. I'll take it. I'll take it. These decks don't have burst, right? Like, so much value. I need to get to my branching paths though, because I need armor. So I'm hopefully I find those cards soon. And the great thing about okay, well, yeah, well, you know, that happens sometimes. Sure, Spellbreaker, sure. Go wider on the board. I'm going to show you some secret top tier plays, guys. All right. That board is dangerous. I got to clear that board out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff this. I'm going to use Ysera. I'm going to clear that board, okay? So we'll hit this. We'll hit this. Where is it? Clear it out with Ysera. Boom. Now I'm going to get a couple dragons, right? Oh, man, don't make me draw a dragon here. Good. And then now we're going to get the Sleepy Dragon out onto that board. Bam. That feels good, man. That feels amazing right there. What is he doing? It's just not enough, man. Unfortunately for our opponent, like, love where we're at here. Gain 6 armor. Let's just gain another 6 armor. We can let him have that dire mole up. I hope you guys are enjoying this deck, because I'm freaking enjoying it for real. UI. Oh, man, don't be like that. Don't be that guy, man. You cannot. Well played. Guys, that's the deck. Pretty cool. We challenged one bad matchup and one decent matchup. That's the deck. You saw the deck list. If you want to copy it, you can go to the description and you can find the deck code in the description. Once again, the deck is a greedy Druid list. All dragons, right? Remember the synergy here. Your mulligans, you want Wild Growth, you want Nourish, you want Greedy Sprite. Those are the cards that are must keeps in the mulligan. Nourish is a questionable keep, I guess, against like Paladin, but you know what? Typically, you want to make sure that you play that on 5, no matter what. 4 on the coin, 5, or no matter what. Twig of the World Tree, situational keep, depending on the matchup. You don't want to keep any of the dragons, obviously. Master Oak Heart. If the matchup is slow, you're sure that the matchup is slow, I think this is a sure keep, okay? Because Oak Heart guarantees you that huge board. Enchanter, Dragon Catcher, or Dragon Hatcher, big dragons, game over. That's the deck. I hope you guys like it. Always try, as always, go ahead and try it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have a similar deck and you changed a few cards, let me know what you did. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.